Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tamaria, and welcome to another video of Clips Alone Orc. They're here with the Horde, the Honorable Azeroth, the Adventure of Draenor, and something bad happened during recording because stress. Yeah, I'm a little stressed out. So hi. I ended up recording for 45 minutes without, using. Well, I had a webcam recording, and then when I went to clear up things from my hard drive, from my second hard drive where I keep all my video stuff on, turns out I deleted the video, the live footage from when I was recording the webcam. That sucks. Nevertheless, I say we go ahead and just have ourselves a little 45-minute vlog that I will split into 15 minutes each, because that's how much footage I recorded. That's how much footage I record every single week. And we're gonna talk about life stories and talk about things that I am, I don't know. I want to present you guys with something. I know the finals are coming up and all that. I'm currently dealing with the finals. I just finished doing a case study on the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. That was a mess, and now my sanity has literally run dry. And I don't know. I just want to bash my head against something, or I don't know, eat some ice cream. That would give me a headache, and that'd be kind of wonderful at the same time. It'll make me feel a little more alive than I am now, because my face feels numb, my eyes feel numb, my head feels numb. And I don't feel alive. I just feel exhausted. I just want to relax and be done with college and this year, and just just be relaxing and have fun during summer. And just maybe hang out with some people I haven't seen in a while. Maybe have friends come over back from wherever they're going from, or from the other colleges, and get together with some people that I haven't met in a while, and just kind of get together with them and get to know them. So for today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reminisce about the good days of high school. And the reason I want to talk about high school is because I was sitting and doing my work, and I realized, man, back in high school, I didn't have to do all this. I didn't have to do a case study, and I didn't have to prepare for these ridiculous ass finals. I didn't have labs to do. Well, I had some labs, but not like weekly labs that had to present for projects and all that. I didn't have programming to worry about. I didn't have gaming projects to worry about. I didn't have choosing majors and minors and all that college mumbo jumbo that I had to worry about now. I didn't have it back in high school. So we're gonna reminisce about the good old days of high school, and I'm gonna share you guys with some of my personal life stories about high school. I think what we're gonna do is actually cover freshman year for 3 episodes, and hopefully this will keep you entertained. This is gonna be something nice for me to kind of, I guess, vent about and just kind of talk about and just reminisce about the good days of high school, because a lot of my viewers, I understand, are in high school, or are going to be going into high school, or pretty much just finishing up high school. Some of you are older than high school. You're probably in college, or you're probably working. But this is a way for us to, for us older people to, well, slightly older people to reminisce about high school. And this is something for you younglings that are in high school or just entering high school to kind of, get my experience of high school, and you can kind of compare my experience with your experience later, or if you're taking high school now, or you already have freshman year and you're maybe a sophomore, a junior, or a senior. This is something for us to just kind of talk about, and just kind of get me to have some kind of sanity, and hopefully revalue, well, not revalue, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, redeem myself for messing up the recording and completely being stupid enough to record the live recording that I already had, the perfect 45 minutes of ranting about high school and all that, and ranting about college. I already had a perfect recording, but that's gone. Nevertheless, we're gonna make up for it by doing this, and actually just talking, and having like a vlog where I can talk to you, you can interact with me in the comments below, or I don't know, talk to the computer screen if you want, or your phone if you're watching this on your phone. If that's what you really do. I don't really do it. No, definitely not. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and talk about freshman year. Freshman year for me personally was one of the most hectic years of high school, and mostly because I was just getting used to the whole educational system. I was used to middle school. It was a little confusing at first, and for you that don't know, I'm from Russia, so my Russian school system was a lot different than, the American school system. I was a little confused on what to do, where to go, which classes to take, whatever. I didn't really understand, like, I had the opportunity in high school to choose my classes, and I did not know which ones to take. So, like an idiot, I ended up signing up for Algebra 2 as one of my most difficult classes, and I think I signed up for another difficult class that I had a problem with. Nevertheless, I ended up signing up for difficult classes because everyone was like, oh, you're good at mathematics, you're good at this and that, you should probably sign up for advanced classes. And I was one of the 3 freshmen in that Algebra 2 class. There were some seniors, some sophomores, mostly juniors, and a good chunk of seniors. And it was me, another guy, Ian, my buddy Ian, and then this guy named David, who was kind of standoffish a little bit. He was always like standoffish guys that kind of, you know, try to flaunt his smarts. I don't know if that's exactly a proper way to describe it. I don't know. He tried to flaunt his smarts, trying to make himself look like he is like above people. I don't really like those kind of people, but whatever. You're gonna meet people like that throughout life and all that. Nevertheless, my freshman year actually started off with me having a girlfriend. Me and this girl that I dated, Jessica. I'm not gonna say like last names, I'm gonna say first name. Me and Jessica dated over the summer. I think we started dating towards the end of middle school, maybe like beginning of summer, and we dated all the way through summer. And then we started high school together, going to the same high school. That was actually like kind of a cool experience. Like, oh, sweet, I get to like go to high school with my girlfriend. That was like one of those like interesting experiences and one of those like cool experiences. And that didn't really, you know, that relationship didn't really last long. Somewhere towards the middle of the semester, we had a falling out and we broke up. She actually broke up with me over Facebook messaging, so it didn't really feel like it had an impact. I don't know. For a while, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really get it, like, hey, we broke up. But now I'm kind of glad I was in a relationship because I knew what I didn't want. The things you learn in relationships where you want stuff and you understand like what kind of person you want to be with, and then you also learn of what kind of person you don't want to be with. And I think every single relationship kind of like shows you like what you want to be with and what kind of person you want to be with and what kind of person you don't want to be with. And from that one, I learned what kind of person I didn't want to be with, because, well, I'm not gonna like just badmouth her, but we didn't fit. That's all I can say. We didn't fit. Man, just talking about freshman year is kind of it's a little nostalgic. I mean, I'm now I'm gonna be finishing up my my second year in college. So I'm going to be starting up as a junior, starting fall. So that's going to be kind of neat. But still, like, just reminiscing about freshman year of high school. Those were the days when I didn't have to worry about anything. When I didn't have to do a lot. It was so easy and nice, easy going. The one thing I didn't like about high school at first is we moved to a different house at the time. My brother and my mom and I, we moved to a different house to go to a better high school, which is it's actually where my girlfriend was going to as well. So we moved to go to a better high school out of our district, and yeah, it was the high school was walking distance from the house, but I didn't even know any of like back trails or like what other students would take in order to get to the high school, like to walk there. So my brother and I would actually go the longer ways for the longest time, like hiking up and down the roads through the park, and actually get to the high school and actually get like to the front. And by the time we got there, we were both already just drenched in sweat and panting and tired. And I don't know, it was just it was quite a journey. It was difficult to get used to. It was a hike. It was definitely a hike, and especially on those like very warm fall days and very warm spring days. That was just the worst. I didn't like that. Eventually, we learned that we can, just kind of go past the airfield. Yes, there was an airfield next to our high school, so we just kind of, scoot past the airfield and we were right there. And it was a way better trip. Still was a hike because the neighborhood we lived in was like very hilly, so it's like every other crossroad was like going up and down every single time. So it was a pain to constantly walk up and down there. It was a pain to jog around the place as well. Just the worst when it's like constant elevation change. It's just like this. It's horrible. I mean, it was a nice workout, but it was pretty awful actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was pretty brutal. I'd rather run on a straight road. It's healthier to run on a hilly road, but I don't care. my feet hurt. I had a bad thing with my feet. I don't even know what it was. Just my feet hurt. Let's see. Throughout high school, after the breakup, I don't really remember what I did. I feel like I started concentrating more on school, and I actually had this. I gotta tell a story. I guess I could probably tell within like before the episode ends. Is I had a teacher, very religious English teacher, English 1 teacher. I don't remember her name. I just remember that she related every single book that we read, every single movie that we watched, and every single poem or story that we learned about in class to something that had to do with God, something that had to do with Jesus and Christianity. Now, I generally do not mind at all if a person is religious whatsoever. I think it's good that if a person has faith, but I don't like having their faith be stuffed down my throat at every single class. You know, I'm not saying that you should not have your own, belief system. You should totally have your own belief system. It's really cool that you do. But other than that, don't shove it down my throat. I'm not into that. I mean, I grew up in Russia in a very, I guess, a religious environment. My grandma was very religious, and I remember going to church. It wasn't exactly fun, but it wasn't exactly boring as well. I mean, I got to kind of learn a little bit more about the Christian Orthodox Church. That's pretty much what I started up as. I was baptized, and I'm pretty sure I was baptized, and I think I was Christian Orthodox. I'm not good with religion, to be honest. I'm not good. I think that's that's Russians are. They're Christian Orthodox, but it's not which maybe Baptist, since you baptize people. Whatever. You kind of get what I mean. It was some kind of Christian. That's all it is. That's all I'm telling you. Yeah, it's not like I was like confused about religion or didn't know what Christian religion was like or didn't believe it. I believed in it, and I just didn't. After coming to the United States, I kind of enjoyed the fact that I didn't have to publicly identify myself as, hey, I'm Christian, I'm Buddhist. I can just be like, yeah, I believe in God, but that's about it. I'm not gonna like say, oh, I'm a devoted son of God, I'm a devoted Christian young man. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I believe in God. That's it. And that's all I needed. As long as I believed in it, and I didn't need to I didn't need to put a label on myself like being, oh, he's a Christian, or I'm a Christian, I'm a devoted Christian. I just said I believe in God. That's it, and I didn't really say anything else. I don't really saw a need for a religious label, because like if I don't need it and I'm happy without it, then that's all that matters. Because I believe in what I believe. I have a good moral faith, and that's all that kind of mattered to me. There was some kids out there in high school that were like Bible thumpers, as a lot of people like to call them. And they were pretty pushy when it came to religion, pretty pushy, and they were actually kind of led by that teacher, the English 1 teacher, that was a religious fan. I don't want to say fanatic because that's a little insulting, but fan. Let's go ahead and say she was a religious fan. So Miss Religious Fan actually also, as well, probably it's not that hard to believe, but she actually slut shamed some of the students, some of the girls in our class sometimes, like in public, and it was kind of awkward. It's not that like the girls were slutty in my school; they really weren't. I mean, if anything, they just like wore nice frilly dresses or whatever. They just dressed nice, and I personally thought they would dress nice. They were just pleasant to look at. They looked nice. They dressed nice. If they put on some kind of makeup, they didn't like put on like horror makeup, like overkill makeup. They just looked nice, and for some reason, Miss Religious Fan just really didn't like how girls would, just dress nice, and she would just slut shame in public. Not like just go ahead and just call out, oh, you're slut, you're whore, just like some little undertones, some little like under your breath kind of things, and I guess I don't know. She tried to kind of, she didn't say it publicly, but she said it in a way that you kind of could tell that she was trying to slut shame the student. I don't know. It was kind of awkward to hear in class. And I kind of realized that's what she was doing. I think a lot of students kind of felt awkward whenever she did that. And I don't know what was her deal. I really don't know what was her deal. Maybe she was so like, I guess maybe she was really against girls looking pretty. Who knows? I mean, it can be whatever. Who knows, honestly.